Hello, welcome to the bonus show. What did we call it? The after party?
No,
we didn't call it the bonus party.
That's the plan where we did.
We called it the bonus party or something. The after party?
No, it's
I'm
not
sure we
bonus
did.
show.
The computer game.
No.
bonus
Go
show.
go and listen to the last one. We called it. We said let's call it the after party or something.
I don't remember much of that evening.
You
It's
might
too
have thought
traumatic.
that. You might have thought that, Dave, but I don't think anyone else did. It's like the full Nels thing. It's just came up with it.
The main one thought that, so that's what we're calling it.
It's still TCGBS. That's the one.
No, it is not. That is a terrible name. What was it? You sound like something that's been concocted in a Death Stranding. Isn't everything acronyms in Death Stranding? That's what I was going for.
Yeah. It's well annoying.
Thank you so much for supporting our show. We really appreciate it, and this is our gift to you, a bonus show. And this week we had a bit of an interesting discussion before we started recording this week's show. That was episode 177, was it?
Something like that. Was it 78? I can't remember.
I can't remember, but we're getting dangerously close to 200 now, aren't we? We're talking about the Game of the Year show, right? I know we bang on about this a lot, but it's important. And I guess we want to get your opinion because we kind of feel that some things, I think on the main, it works. It works well. But ultimately, there's one thing that none of us really thinks worked. Is that fair to say?
What did you just say? I didn't
understand that sentence. Sorry.
What's right? Sorry. One of the things about the Gotti show doesn't work.
Oh right, yeah.
And I think we all agree what that is. It's the listener choice thing, right?
Yeah.
Because this is it. Because when it first came up, we were talking about what can we do to sort of improve things, and we kind of like the fact that we do the draft the week beforehand, because it builds up the excitement leading into it, and but there's not really enough time for listeners to nominate a game and then vote on a game and everything, and not only that, we usually end up with a game, we usually end up with a game that none of us have played or have any sort of passion for.
Which obviously, in one sense, is what that listener's choice is for, because it might force us to check something out that we've missed.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
it never
worthwhile.
does.
Not in a week, Sean.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But realistically, that never actually happens. So on paper,
but
I get it, but it's not happening, is it?
We also like the idea of someone losing a game, like someone not getting their game to like the final pot. So the suggestion is, instead of doing listener's choice this year, we do a wild card, right? So here's the idea. So currently we all nominate 4 games, right? And then we have the listener's choice thing. This year we all nominate 4 games, but we each pick a wild card. And then on Twitter we have a poll vote where it gets a bit complicated, but stick with me. Where you have to vote on one of those wild cards, right? So there's 4 games to choose from, 1 from each presenter, and you guys vote on the one that you want to make it into the final, round, like tournament or whatever. And here's what happens. So say you all voted for Matt's game, that means that Matt is immune from losing a game at the start of the show. So we have to drop either one of my games, one of Sean's games, or one of James' games. So that means that Matt gets 5 games into the final mix, and everyone else gets 3.
Wait, what?
Is that right?
No, not everyone else gets 3. One person gets 3.
Sorry, one person gets 3, and the others get 4. Fucking hell, it's even confusing for me. But I think that's a better idea.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
So so then you guys argue about which one of you is going to lose.
Yeah.
The game.
I know. I think the person that wins that listener vote still gets to argue which one gets dropped. Yeah. I think that should still be part of it. But they have got immunity for the other 4 games as well. I think that's how it should work.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Because then
also,
we've never come.
That will stop one of us from nominating something which maybe we think the listeners would want, but then it doesn't work for us, does it? Because you still need to be something we can argue ourselves properly. Otherwise, it'll just look stupid. So
Yeah. So there'll still be that chat, and also I was thinking, right, because everyone will want to get 5 games into that final group. Are you going to hold back a banger so that it goes through as a wild card?
Because if you hold one back that you think the listeners will back you on, then it'll be yeah.
Or are you going to pick a game that you've never played but you know the listeners love? just to make sure that you don't lose one of your main four.
I mean, the only other problem with
There's
this,
some
though,
tactics at play here.
I mean, I'm already struggling to come up with 4, to be honest. I mean, a 5th one's going to be even more difficult.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me check my list. My list is relatively long at the moment, I think.
Well, no, but there's been a lot of good games, but it
I've
hasn't.
got 7.
It hasn't
I've
been
got
a
7
year
on my list.
of real massive blow your mind stuff, has it? Let's be
No,
honest.
but it doesn't need to be that, does it?
No, I know it doesn't need to be, but it makes it more difficult because you're just thinking, there's a lot of stuff here that's quite good, and it's yeah.
I've definitely got a few that I know are going nowhere, but
that's every year.
But there's the ones I'm just happy to throw in because they meant a lot to me or whatever. But then there's also some really notable omissions as well. I'm keeping a separate list for games that I really thought were going to be in the list, and but they just left me cold. So it's been an interesting year, to say the least. There's a few. When I look down the list, there's a few that I think I know that there's going to be another Astrobot versus Red Dead moment this year. I know there's 2 games that stick in my mind that I'm not going to mention.
I don't think you have to. I think you know. I think everyone knows.
Yeah, I think we all know that I have no idea how we're even going to get past it. We'll have to work. We won't. What I don't want to do is come up with a backup plan. Right, if there's really no way forward, this is what we have to do to decide. Flip a coin. We're not doing anything like that.
We've got to sit there until somebody breaks.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree, James.
That'd be James then.
Depending how late it is, yeah.
10:30. Okay, I'll lose.
See, I feel like that's one of the many ways that the Game of the Year show really embraces the Christmas spirit, in that it's just about being really stubborn and then eventually coming to a compromise with people that none of you really want. It's
totally.
We're because it's late.
Well, the way it works out, we're recording quite early this year, aren't we?
Oh,
I'm assuming we're all going to be recording on the 15th of December.
Yeah, I guess
it's usually a Sunday.
We're straight into
Yeah, it's usually a Sunday because we get more time to record, and these recordings go on forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so our Christmas show is currently scheduled to go out on the 18th of December. That's not too bad. That's pretty close.
That's going to be the last week of work for most people, I think.
Yeah, because the Wednesday after is Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So originally I was thinking we'd record on the 22nd and then release on Christmas Day. That would have been quite good.
But no one will hear it until the next week or maybe the week after. Do you know what I think?
You never know.
I know a few people will, obviously, but so many people use our show for their commute or whatever. So yeah, I think getting it on the 18th is probably the way to go.
All right. So I mean, this really is the build up to it now, isn't there? There's just two major releases coming out before we go to the draft.
Okay, what is the schedule? What's the schedule? Because I don't really know. How are we doing this?
I mean, we've literally just been talking about
that. No, but I'm talking dates here. Because
we've been talking dates here, James. Are you all right?
No.
So the draft will be on Monday the 9th.
No, don't for fuck's sake us. Explain yourself.
Okay, you said that we're thinking the 16th of December, right? Is that the last show?
15th. We're going to be recording on Sunday. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's the 15th. Yeah. Is that the Game of the Year show, or is that a different one? Right, it is.
The Game of the Year
that's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know.
But you knew this. Because you said you can't record the week after because you're going to China.
Yeah, but I just wanted to make sure, that's all.
Okay. So what? So we do the draft. So we do the draft on the recording on the Monday the 9th, yeah?
Wow, yeah. So once again, they're going to have a few days.
Yeah.
I guess it's,
It doesn't matter. On Monday the 9th, yeah.
But yeah, cool.
They'll have a few days to what?
To vote.
Yeah, they only had one day to vote last year.
Yeah, that was
This year they're going to have
5 days, 5 or 6. No, actually, no. Listen, that was it. It was 1, 2, 3.
No,
3 days.
So if we put the vote up on the Thursday, they've got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to vote. That's not bad.
And Sunday, most.
How long do you want? A month?
6 months.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Now we could get down to our more. Now that the business is done, we can get back to our
Admin
sort of relaxed chat.
Taken care of.
Do you know what I'm doing tomorrow?
What are you doing tomorrow?
I might have told you this story, but it was probably a while ago, and the date has finally come. So at work, I was at a retirement party in February, and there's a guy that owns another company, and I remember chatting to him towards the end of the night. I was very, very drunk. Like, I was really drunk. And he's quite, he's the owner of his business, and he's quite important and that, but it not like I wasn't like, it's not I haven't got that relationship where I'm scared of it or anything. So it was all like relaxed. It was all cool. And I sort of woke up the next morning. I remember talking to him, but I can't remember what we were talking about. So that was fine. Didn't think much of it. And then a week later, I got an email saying, "Oh, it's really great to meet you last week, David, especially considering you're a Turner." And I was like, okay, because his surname is also Turner, right? And I went, okay, that's a bit weird. So I carried on reading. It's good to hear that you'll be joining us for the Turner's lunch. And then when you have a flashback. I mean, you wouldn't have had this, Sean.
No, but go on.
But when you get drunk, sometimes you forget stuff, and then you have a flashback about a week later. Yeah. Oh my God, is that what I did? So I had a flashback to that conversation where he was explaining that once a year, anyone he finds in the industry with the surname Turner invites them out to a Turner lunch. And I must have, in my drunken stupor, gone, yeah, I'll be up for that. And now it's tomorrow and it's happening, and I've got to turn up to socialise with people solely based on having the same surname as me.
That's brilliant. That's amazing.
When I was trying to get out of it, I was chatting to my boss, and I said, look, I know quite a few Turners, and I'm not a massive fan of them. can I just get? And he was like, no, there's some decent names on there. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow, Sean.
I'm just imagining you like turning up in your car, and then somebody turns up with the same car, and they're like, "Oh, we've got the same car as well." Like, it's not just the name.
No, I'm not going to be driving to this thing, James. I expect to be paralytic by about 2:00.
You see, because one thing I've never understood, right, is, and this is going to sound absolutely idiotic. So when you meet someone with the same surname, does that mean that you are, in some incredibly distant way, related?
No.
Or is it just... Because I know, like, obviously loads of surnames are from, like, trades and stuff, so obviously they're ten a penny, but, like, there must be certain names where they're like, oh, no, we don't know how, but we are definitely related.
Oh, yeah, God, there's got to be some weird surnames where you're definitely linked. There must be.
Yeah. Here's a question, though. How often do you guys, like, meet people with the same name as you? Because I never have done.
Oh, quite a few. I was in a meeting with one the other day, another David Turner.
Okay.
Yeah. Although his middle name was Jim, I think, and mine's James. So
shit.
It was like, yeah. And then I said, oh, God, that's close. I said, so who do you support then? I swear to God, he said, West Ham. I was like, oh, right, okay. I'm changing my name.
Well, have we ever had the conversation about my namesake?
Yes, we have several times. Yeah, about when you Google it and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's a sad story.
It's a sad story. Google it if you feel like it. But yeah, there's other Sean Bells. There's a Sean Bell who is actually a photographer, whereas I just sort of wish I was. I think there's an actor as well. But yeah, very, very successful Sean Bells. I think I'm the letdown, to be honest.
Well, Matt's got some famous. Yeah, isn't there two? I'm sure there's two Matt Murrays that are more famous than you, right? There's the footballer.
Yeah, there's a former Wolves goalkeeper, and there's an ice hockey player called Matt Murray as well.
Former Wolves goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Wasn't Matt Murray a defender?
No, it's a Wolves goalie.
All right, okay. I thought he was a defender for some reason.
Unless there's someone else, no. Yeah, no.
And who was the other one, sorry?
Some NHL player or some ice hockey player in America.
Oh, right.
Even the other day I got a tweet saying, can't believe, Matt Murray, the wrong Matt Murray. did something on the ice, apparently.
That is funny, the amount of people that have like a famous Twitter name and just get bombarded with like mentions when someone goes famous or whatever.
Matt, have we ever discussed? Have you seen The Good Place?
Yeah. So as in the comedy one.
There is a Matt Murray in the credits. I think he's like producer or something.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of Matt Murrays actually, and like I don't know if it's like the same or just lots of lesbian on TV have the same name, but yeah, I've seen a few, or like Matthew Murrays and whatnot. Yeah.
Do you not count it if it's double T?
No, of course not. No. Obviously, this conversation is really apt because obviously it's like the Christmas adverts came out today, and John Lewis has obviously been playing a blind on Twitter as he does every year.
What do you mean?
Well, because obviously,
have you never seen this?
John Lewis, right? Yeah. No, I've seen that. Yeah, the guy.
But he's doing it. He's good humoured. He must get it every single day. Obviously, it must be at its peak now with Christmas season. But yeah, and like we were talking about this in the office the other day. Like I still remember that tweet from that woman called Chelsea, all in caps, saying, "I'm not a football club."
Matt, because obviously you work in marketing, what is the feeling around the John Lewis adverts? Because I sort of just like begrudgingly respect them, because even though I sort of acknowledging that they're quite cynical, but every time I am always a bit like, I know it's a fucking advert, but it's quite sweet. Yeah. But are they considered like masterful or just a bit embarrassing and obvious or what? Like,
no, I mean, we don't put it on a pedestal. Obviously, it's interesting. Like, it's a talking point. Yeah, but it's never
how
like.
How can you not put it on a pedestal?
Sorry?
How can you not put it on a pedestal?
Well, because it's just another TV advert. Like, yes,
but it's not though, is it? I mean, how many TV adverts get this much? Like, people look forward to this TV advert once a year.
I'm not saying in the office just because we work in marketing. We're like, oh, Jesus is here, the Christmas advert. It's just like
no. I'm not saying that you're saying that, right? I'm not expecting you to be sitting around going, what are they doing next? But they've obviously hit something to the point where them releasing a Christmas advert is like the biggest thing ever.
It's a bit more of a cultural thing, but us as marketers are not like, oh, it's here, boys, everyone turn.
We expect that.
Everyone get in a presentation space, it's the day. We as marketers can understand this differently than everyone else.
And then when you get to the end of the advert, you'll hang your head in shame and go, just close the office, we can't.
Yeah.
We can't beat
that. It's one of our clients, and they said no.
It was shit this year, though, wasn't it?
Was it? I've not seen it.
Really? We watched it this morning. Yeah. I mean, the past couple haven't. The Elton John one was a bit shit. This one, I think, is a bit shit. I wasn't a massive fan of the Man on the Moon one either.
Yeah,
that was a bit weird.
Right. Well, who does the soundtrack this year?
Is it a cute sci-fi cover of a pop song by any chance?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's 9 Inch Nails. Every day is exactly the same. Covered by Rod Stewart.
Oh, speaking of Rod Stewart, he's been in the news.
Good.
Oh yeah, hasn't he? Yeah.
Have you not seen it? His incredible train set.
How have we turned into this?
It's a bonus show, mate. It's off limits.
Yeah, it sounded like we were on like Mock the Week or something. Speaking of Rod Stewart, have I got news for you?
So it turns out Rod Stewart has been. Is it for the last 25 years? He's been working on a model train set.
He's been doing it for ages because this was unknown about before, but it's just been shown off today.
Yeah.
He's famous for being obsessed with train models, isn't he?
Oh, is it? Actually, I had no idea about this. So, and it's basically this really faithful recreation of it. It's like a section of like post-war New York, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, it looks stunning.
Oh, it's Manhattan, sorry, yeah. And it's absolutely incredible. And he just looks absolutely chuffed in all the pictures. He's just like so happy with his incredible train set, as he should be, because it's stunning. But
rightly so. It's a lovely way of engage.
It was my dad that showed me this, and then he showed me it, and he was like, "It's really impressive." And I said, "Yeah." And then he just like hated Rod Stewart's voice. I could never understand why anyone liked him.
Yeah, I just think he's really weird looking. I can tell you a funny train story.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a train story, boy. So my sister-in-law was freaking out the other day because her dad is now getting to the stage where he is, he's getting old, and he's had an operation recently. He's been very unwell, and he's been living on his own for a while his wife goes back. They're from Mauritius, and his wife has gone back to Mauritius for a bit to sort something out. So she's been over there for about 2 or 3 months, and he's been living on her own. So, the whole family have been ringing up to check on him, make sure he's all right. Last week, this is absolutely true because I've seen the evidence. Okay, trust me. Last week, my sister-in-law called him on the way to work like she does every morning, and there was no answer. So she thought, he's probably still in bed. I'll go to work and I'll call him on my lunch. At about 11 o'clock, she gets a call from her brother saying, have you heard from Dad? Because I've been trying to get hold of him. I can't get hold of him. She said, no. It's a bit weird. An hour later, she gets a call from another brother. Okay, I'm starting to worry now. I've called his mobile. I've called his house phone. I'm getting nothing. So she was like, right, I've got to go over there. So they went over there. They had a spare key to his place. They opened the door, looked around, no one's there. So they're thinking, what the fuck is going on? So that was about, by the time they'd done all that, it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock, right? They're sitting over there, they're freaking out, trying to contact him. 8 o'clock in the evening, the door opens, and it's the dad. And they go, where the fuck have you been? We've been freaking out. And he said, look, and he gets his phone out, goes to his pictures, and it's a selfie of him with the Eiffel Tower in the background. Apparently he'd just woken up that day and decided to go to Paris on the Eurostar. Didn't tell anyone, right? No one, he's barely left his flat for 3 months, and he just thought, fuck it, I'm going to Paris. And he spent the day.
Brilliant.
Honestly, I wish, I haven't got the bottle to turn around to my sister-in-law and say, can you just send me that photo? Because I want to tell everyone the story. You've got to see the photo. It is because it's all close up, because he obviously hadn't asked anyone to take a photo of him in front of the Eiffel Tower. It's all close up, and you can see like a bit of the Eiffel Tower in the background, and he's got the biggest grin you've ever seen on his face. I love that, just to get up and fuck off to another country for a bit.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, well, apparently the idea was that the wife was coming home like within the next week, and I think he must have thought, it's my last chance to just go
have a massive bender.
I had this, so I had a fully child and wife free night the other day, and it's we've talked before, and you said like that time I went to the cinema and saw Spider-Man stuff. It was fucking brilliant, and it's just doing that. So I went to Chester, and I just walking around the city in the evening, just being like, I could just walk through any of these doors. I just do whatever, I want.
Don't you get that other thing where it's just like you're like, I've got nobody dependent on me. At the moment.
Yeah.
I can just walk in any direction. I can just stop. And
the weirdest is when you're in your flat on your own or your house on your own, and even then, at the back of your mind, you're thinking, is Harry all right? And then, like, just for like a split second, and then you go, oh yeah, I'm not. He's not here. He doesn't.
Or you sit down and you go, right, now what? And then half an hour has passed and you don't really know how. It's just
It's going through that rough period as well now, where like they're just getting ill constantly.
Yeah.
Well, especially Charlie, because he's a baby, so that's what they do. Babies, when they hit about 1, just constantly getting ill over and over again and passing it on. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, I never used to bother with like flu jabs and stuff, but every winter now, just in case.
Yeah, no, we get free at work, which
same.
is kind of the outer worlds. Do you know what I mean? It kind
this will make you a more productive worker.
Oh, it kind of feels like that, the way it's like presented. And you know that if you phone in sick after having that jab, they're going to be thinking, well, he's probably pulling a sickie, isn't he? Because we injected him with chemicals to make sure. I know it's not that. Don't tweet me. I'm just saying, it's like, that's a bit scary. Do you have flu jabs, Matt?
No, I don't. I don't know if I've ever had one. I may have did as a kid, but certainly not as an adult.
You certainly don't realise.
Should I?
You don't notice any difference.
Yeah, this is the thing, because it's one of those things you'll never know if it helped or not. Like you
No,
can
you wouldn't,
like, I didn't get the flu. Well, maybe I just wasn't going to anyway. Like
exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm 36 and I haven't had the flu yet. I'll just take my chances.
Really? Oh, mate. The flu.
You've never
is
had the flu?
Fucking
What?
worst.
I don't remember.
How? You've not had that hallucination, like
I did lots at
cold-
university, but that was not related to wasn't related to the flu.
Nice.
No, I don't remember
Did you see
having
that
like.
email we got today? There was another email that was like something about weed, and I just thought, are we the official drug podcast now? What's happened? How has that happened?
I haven't seen that email.
Especially when we're probably one of the few podcasts.
Oh yeah, no, I have seen it. Yeah, I know what you mean.
We're one of the few podcasts who actually has a 100% drug-free co-host.
Yeah, James has not been near it, has he?
He's
he
been off
wouldn't
the
risk it.
wacky for a good 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So should I have a flu jab? I've never had the flu.
I mean, the way I look at it
don't know.
is
Matt,
even
hang
if
on,
you
like,
even if you
stop,
think
Stop.
go on.
Matt, how have you never had the flu in your life?
okay, right. I've got a question on the flu. If I
How?
had the flu, would I have remembered it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then no, I haven't had it.
The
no.
way I always I remember reading a thing once that was like being in love is like getting the flu, right? Because everyone says they've had the flu, and then one day you fucking get the flu. And and suddenly you're like, oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
I thought
I
I'd had the
haven't
flu
had the flu in
before.
that
And
case.
so yeah.
It's the hallucinations that I remember the most, and the like feeling like flicking between sweating
Yeah.
to the point where your bed's wet
Yeah.
to shivering like within
Yeah,
a
yeah.
moment's notice. It's fucking crazy, man.
It
That
is.
shit.
I mean, I've had those feelings with other illnesses, but nothing that I would ever know of being the flu.
I've
Wait,
told,
what other illnesses?
Well, I've been ill. Well, I've had the whole like shivering and sweating within like seconds, but I haven't had flu. But so I'm definitely gonna bother with a jab.
Sounds
the
like you
thing
had
is,
the flu, Matt.
the thing is with the flu,
Definitely
with the flu
I
jab.
was vomiting and shivering and yeah, I had the flu, but it definitely wasn't the
Definitely
flu.
wasn't flu at that time. Trust me.
Do you
The
ever
thing with the
get
flu
that
jab
feeling
is-
where it's
is-
like you think, I wouldn't mind being ill, actually. So then later on, like, you get that feeling of elation when you feel fine again. Do you know what I mean?
It is a thing. Yeah, definitely. Although I find less so now that I've got a kid, because even not being ill is still like, I still just kind of feel kind of shit most of the time.
Tired all the time.
and
yeah,
also you can't, because I'm the only one who can drive, so it doesn't matter how ill I am, I still have to do all of that,
Yeah.
so it's just, that sucks.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, even if you don't think you're going to get the flu jab anyway, because herd immunity is a thing. Like, there are people who can't get the jab because of allergies or whatever. So by getting it, even though you might not even get the flu, you might protect someone else.
Are there any other benefits? What are the benefits to it?
Laser
Like time off
eyes, super strength, it's usual stuff, really.
Oh, okay, sweet. Is it going to cost me money, or is it like 50 quid in boots? What's the
Well,
deal?
I get a voucher from work, but I think it's like a tenner normally.
I'm on Simply Health. Maybe that's a free flu jab, isn't it? Is it once a year?
Not the best bonus show chat. What,
You fuckers brought it up.
I know. Yeah, whatever.
Run its course.
So I've also been thinking about this, right? Because Matt's incredible story about how he went to Asda and didn't buy a game.
Yes.
It was not an incredible story. It's a terrible story.
I quite liked it. We got a tweet in the week with someone trying to do that to Fallen Order. and I think we should try and make that a regular thing. Every time a big game comes out, try and get our listeners to take photos of themselves trying to buy it 2 days early in their local Asda. Because someone posted on Rollmut that they did it in Tesco's.
Yeah, Tesco's selling it today, yeah.
I love that shit. Could you imagine that? Like the amount of tweets. I reckon we should do that every time. But it's got to be selected games where we turn around to our listeners and go, "Okay, right,
Dave,
this week,
you know what you're asking people to do, right? With this,
what?"
well, if they identify where they've done it from as well, then you're basically giving all the publishers the ammunition for these are all the places that have broken the street date.
Well, obviously tell them not to do that.
Yeah, tell them not to tell what branch it is. We don't want to grass anyone up and get them into trouble.
I mean, look, you can tell us, you can DM us, but we're legit. But we won't tell anyone else. Yeah.
Well, Matt's already. Well, no, you didn't grass them up, did you? And let's face it, these things they never work out, do they? I've never been so disappointed as. Do you remember when there was some crazy deal in Asda's where you could buy an Xbox One for what was it, £150?
Crazy.
An Xbox One X.
Yeah.
It was. Did you hear this, Sean?
No.
The rumours were, right, I don't know how true it was, But the Xbox One X with a certain game, it was only that package, was supposed to be reduced by £150 to get rid of it.
Yeah, because I tried to get one, didn't I?
That's right. Yeah. But they reduced it to £150, and for one night only, you could get an Xbox One X plus a game for £150, which was cheaper than an S that they were selling the S for. So I drove to 3 Asda's, I think, to try it. And the worst was, it reminded me of your story, Matt, because the worst was the one in Sutton where they were legitimate, like, oh yeah, I think we got one of them in the bag. Let me go and have a look.
Oh yeah,
and I was waiting around for like 10 minutes. And the lady at the customer services went, "Did you just phone in?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Well, someone's just rang me about that exact Xbox." I was like, "Oh, right." And while I was waiting for 10 minutes, I think, for the guy to look for it. 4 people walked in and asked for that exact thing. It was mad. Like, that's how widespread that news I mean, got. Like,
I got my Xbox One because of some crazy deal on Hot UK Deals. And I remember, like...
What was that?
I can't remember how much it was, but at the time, it was like an Xbox One with like 3 games, and it was crazy cheap. It wasn't a missale. It's just like if you take it to till, they are, for whatever reason, it's ringing up like way cheaper than it should be, and it worked for me. It was amazing. Yeah, I got in the car straight away as I was working. I've got to go, and then I just went and got it and came back with like an Xbox and 3 games. Which one was like Alien. Like it wasn't that shitty Alien game. It was the good one. Came out like 3 or 4 years ago.
I think it was a good one.
And a bunch of them and sold them. Yeah,
Isolation, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Isolation. Yeah. God, that was in Tesco. That was a great moment.
Yeah, I got my Xbox One for free, my original Xbox One, because
did you?
If you remember, I won a O2 competition to win a is it a HT? No, what is the?
It was I remember that.
One Plus or something like that. I can't remember, but like some Android phone that had just come out, and then it was worth like £700, but I sold it for like 500 just to get rid of it quickly. And then Joe was like, "Oh, brilliant! We can keep that money." I was like, "No, Titanfall. I need to play Titanfall." That was a hell of a fucking exclusive for that console at that time. Jesus Christ, that game was so good. I remember booting that shit up for the first time, just thinking, right, this is because we played that at EGX like way before it came out, didn't we, Matt? Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
That was the first day we met John Denton.
Yeah, with his YouTube headphones. Yeah,
Nick's YouTube headphones. Good days, man. It's funny, isn't it? How like suddenly he becomes a close friend. And first time I met James Farley was with that guy that ran away when he saw him.
Let me tell you about when I first met Denton. No? It's not even a story. It's just
sounds like a story.
I was tying my fucking shoelaces because they'd come undone, and I was like in the middle of a tube station. I was just there tying my shoelaces, and she said, "Oh, Sean Bell." And I looked up, and I was like, "Fucking hell!"
Where was that? EGX.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So it was
before our meet. So it was like what? Before EGX.
It was. I think it was just during the day, during EGX, and it's just.
Oh, really?
And you know when when your shoelace comes undone as an adult, you're just like, for fuck's sake! Like, am I still really this incompetent at life? And then John Denton's like, hey.
Well, this is the crazy thing because you're not supposed to do laces up now if you're wearing trainers.
Well, I go back
Someone
and forth.
in my office said that.
So what?
I've just bought some new Nike Air Max 90s, right? Because I love those trainers. They're so fucking comfortable. So I just bought some new ones. And I mean, he said it before about because I had some Air Force Ones, right? Yeah. He was like, "Why you do the laces up?" And I went, "Because they're a trainer and they've got laces on them. That's what you're supposed to do." It's like, no, you're supposed to like lace them like this, and then see those holes there, stick them out there. And I'm like, okay, I see your point. They look way better when you do that, right? I get that. But I can't walk around like that with a fucking thing just sliding about on my foot and shit. It's like, have you ever worn non-elastic socks?
Oh no, is that a thing?
Non-elasticated socks, yeah.
I thought all socks were basically elasticated.
No,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure these are for old people,
Okay.
right? But someone bought me some socks, and I didn't even notice that they were non-elasticated. Fucking hell, they're horrific to wear. It's like putting flannels on your feet and walking around with them on. You know what I mean? Like wrapping a flannel around it. It's horrific. But yeah, Matt, you should know this. You're not supposed to do your laces up, mate. You're supposed to let them just like poke out the sides.
I've got one pair of shoelaces
for me,
that you don't have to tie. So they just like, the ends just have like little hooks on them. So then you just stick them through the eyelets and then they just sort of stay in place.
Yeah, I've seen those,
Yeah, they're fine.
What about those ones that curled up when you pulled them?
They
were like rubber bands.
They were amazing when we were like 10.
They weren't.
Is this the one where
Even back then we were
Seemed
like,
easier.
look at that fucking div. Just getting all the laces. Did you have the light up ones? Because I was a little bit too like old for the ones with the wheels on.
Oh god,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
pretty
Heelys.
sure we all wear Heelys.
Me too, I'm gutted. I would love to wear Heelys, but...
I'd love to
Oh,
break my
like
neck
you haven't
using
owned a
those.
pair as a fully grown adult, Matt.
What? You can even get them in adult sizes. I'll be all over that. They look great. I'm well jealous.
Haven't loads
I've
of people
seen
injured
girls around.
themselves using them? Is that a thing?
What's that,
I said,
Chill?
haven't loads of people injured themselves using those?
Oh,
Oh,
of course,
yeah, absolutely. Must have been. But I just remember when they first come out and you saw kids just like gliding around supermarkets and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Still seeing now,
Just
it's
old
brilliant.
people looking and tying. We had the ones that light up.
Yep.
We had those bad boys.
Classic.
They still do them.
Oh, what, the LA Gears?
LA Gears.
LA Gears
Yeah,
lit up,
Jesus.
didn't they?
Gears. Or with the big ones when we were kids was the ones that you pump up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And
They
then
were
Predator boots.
They're Reebok pumps, weren't they? I remember those.
Yeah, Reebok pumps, yeah.
And just
then,
the ones
and Predator
with...
boots. Do you remember them?
Oh, sorry?
Predator boots.
Yeah, I
No,
remember those.
that's... no.
God, Sean, I know you're not into football, but these were like, if you were playing football,
Yeah.
you wanted Predator boots. And all it was, they had like this sort of textured top bit to them, didn't
Right.
they? But everyone believed that, fucking hell, if you kick a football with that, mate, forget about it. It's back of the net every time.
Yeah.
And they weren't. They were shit.
The
what's-
visible air bit in the sole as well, that was a thing for a while, wasn't it?
Visible bit in the sole.
Yeah, so they'd have like a little bubble in the sole.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you could, it's like, oh, you can see through it, it's got air instead of rubber, and that's apparently better. And they'd tell you like how many PSI it was and stuff. Load
Really?
of shit. Yeah, do you never have like Nike Airs or anything?
No, I mean, when I was growing up, Mum and Dad used to get me the cheapest.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the
Oh no,
lot
yeah, I don't think I ever had
Asics.
them. It was just something we'd lust after.
Yeah, no. All we were focused on was Predator boots. Sean, we wanted to kick that ball so fucking hard with so much swerve on it. No matter what, we're going to a wedding in Predator boots, that would be the ultimate. Right, well, there's some shoe chat for you.
Shoe chat, flu jabs, we've covered everything, mate. This is
The whole gamut of conversations right now in
A
2019.
to Z.
Can we have a little quick chat before we go about what we want to do for the bonus show because the next one's a Christmas bonus show.
Yes.
Exciting.
Someone's full of Christmas spirit. Yeah.
I mean, I want to ask you now.
Yeah.
Let's just say Christmas stories next year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Next year,
Next year.
next month. Next month, let's stick to Christmas stories from when we were kids.
Yeah.
And people in
Christmas
Patreon,
memories, etc. Yeah.
Patreon people, let's use that Discord to just whack Christmas related stories in. And I know we'll get them on the main show, and we'll probably talk about Christmas a bit. But the problem is, on the main show, we got the draft and then Gotti, so you know, it's not going to be great. But for next month, let's do a Christmas memories podcast for the bonus show, and we want as many Christmas related stories and memories in our Patreon. If you subscribe to this bonus show through Patreon, how do they join the Discord, Matt? Because I'm sure there's people that haven't.
Well, so when you sign up to be a patron supporter, you can enter your Discord details there, or if you haven't done it already, just look at the email you got when you signed up originally. There's instructions there. But providing you put your Discord information in, you automatically get sent an invite to the special Discord channel, I believe.
Alternatively, if you send us an email on podcast@thecomputergameshow.com, if you put Patreon question in the subject title, then we can single that out and we'll read them out on the next bonus show. Right, okay. We will catch you next month. Again, thank you so much for your support. Look out for our Talks Over thing that we've got coming out in a few weeks, I guess.
Yep. If you're a $10 patron, you can get it a month early. Otherwise, it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, mate.
Wicked. All right, we'll catch you later.
Cheers. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.